Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So today's video, I'm just going to talk about some of the ways that I believe the new Nintendo Switch or the Switch Pro, whatever you want to call it, can improve on the Nintendo Switch. So with yesterday's announcement about the 35th anniversary of all the Mario games releasing, we kind of had a lot of leaks, we had a lot of information about all of those games coming out. So we've also had the same leaks about this new Switch Pro, this new updated Nintendo Switch. So it's kind of hard to ignore them. It's not just kind of rumors anymore. There's been some really good reports about actually what they're doing. So I just wanted to go through a couple of the ways that I think they need to improve it. And maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree, but you can see video that's being played at the moment is that kind of famous Nintendo Switch announcement that we got probably 4 years ago, maybe now, because the Switch came out in March 2017. So it's probably about 4 years ago. So it's kind of going back, a little bit of nostalgia there, watching those first announcement videos. Not that I've ever kind of got in a camper van and played Mario Kart, but I'm sure that many others possibly have. I don't know. So we've got basically three Nintendo Switch models currently. We've got obviously the original Switch that came out March 2017. Then we have the Switch Lite, and then we have I guess, I don't know, the new Nintendo Switch, maybe you call it, or just the Switch 2, the updated version that we got. Now, I think the biggest problem that the Switch has is battery. So obviously with the original, now according to the specs, the specifications, the original battery apparently is 2.5 hours to 6.5 hours. The updated version of the Switch apparently is 4.5 hours to 9 hours. And then the Switch Lite, which actually has a completely different battery, actually is improved on the original Switch. That has a 3 to 7 hour battery life. So bear in mind, the reason the Switch Lite is slightly better with battery is because it doesn't have HD rumble, it doesn't have the IR camera. So they got rid of a lot of things that the original Switch has, and then took them off and made the Switch Lite. So that's why the battery is actually smaller. It's actually not as good, not as efficient, but it actually has better battery life than the original Switch. So I've been playing a lot of RPGs. I've been playing a lot of The Witcher, Breath of the Wild, Pokemon. I mean, the list is absolutely endless. I'll go through the list in a moment. But the main thing for me is I don't think I've ever heard anyone ever say, I can't wait to play this on my 65-inch TV on the Nintendo Switch. Every single person, every single review you see of any game, it's always about, I can't wait to play this in handheld mode. I can't believe I've got this and I can play this on the go. How great is it that we can play Zelda and Skyrim and The Witcher on the go in handheld mode? And I've got the original Switch, I got it on the release day. So as of kind of yesterday, I got about 3 and a bit hours out of The Witcher. So from 100% down to about 2%, I got just over 3 hours of play on The Witcher. That was with the screen brightness turned right down as well. So it's not brilliant. Obviously, when you're bringing out games that are, 100-hour games, some even longer, and you're only giving us maybe 3 hours worth of play, it's not fantastic. So a lot of people are saying, you know, with the Switch Pro, they want better graphics and things like that. I think the games that we've got on the Switch are brilliant already, but I'm kind of fed up of having it in handheld mode, playing until the battery goes dead, then recharging it, then playing it again till the battery goes dead. I think they need to look at it and go, the find what the biggest games are that are on the Switch. So I don't know, maybe something like Doom, maybe The Witcher, things like that. Take those games and get them to play for 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours. I don't understand why, you know, why they bring out that such big long scale, you know, 2.5 to 6.5 hours of play. Well, of course, if I'm playing an old, you know, SNES game, I'm gonna get 6.5 hours out of that game. And to be fair, I would expect even longer. If I'm only playing a basic Super Nintendo game, I would expect to have an even longer amount of play. So 6.5 hours to play an old Super Mario, I still think is quite poor. So for me, the main thing they need to look at is battery life. Yeah, okay, it would be great to maybe see 1080p in handheld mode, things like that, or better resolution on the TVs. But let's focus on handheld mode. Let's focus on longer gameplay. So, I mean, looking at some of the RPGs, you've got The Legend of Zelda, you've got Pokemon Sword and Shield, you've got Skyrim, you've got Fire Emblem, Xenoblade Chronicles, Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest, Animal Crossing, Minecraft, The Witcher. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. Dragon Dogma, Dark Souls. There are so many. You've brought out all of these incredible games, incredible RPGs that take hundreds and hundreds of hours to play, but you're only giving us 3 hours of gameplay at a time. And like I say, I'd never heard anyone say, I can't wait to play this game on the Switch on a massive TV. Everyone wants to play in handheld mode. And then something else that is kind of frustrating is that when they did update the Switch, so when they brought out that updated Switch model, the only things that were changed in that was the chipset. So they had maybe an opportunity there to put in a new battery or try a different battery, but they didn't do it. Maybe that's because they'd have had to rebrand it, resell it. There's probably all sorts of reasons why they didn't do that, but they put in a new efficient chipset, which obviously was the only thing they did, and that almost doubled the amount of playtime. So it'd be interesting to see what those updated Switches, how long they actually play games like The Witcher and Doom 4. I'm pretty sure that you're not going to get anywhere close to 8 to 9 hours on those new updated models, but that's just my opinion. So that's just what I'd really like to see on this new and improved Switch, this Switch Pro. I would really love to see 10 hours of solid gameplay, being able to play The Witcher, Doom, all of those incredible RPGs on the go for 10 hours and not have to worry about bringing charges or having an extra battery with me or extra things that I need to pay for. If I bought the Switch, I want it on the Switch. So that's just my opinion. Let's hope when we get this Switch Pro in the new year, whatever date it comes, that we get to see longer gameplay. So thanks a lot for watching. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. But thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help the channel. Thanks a lot, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.